The Securities and Exchange Commission of Nigeria today hosted the second quarterly Capital Market Committee press briefing for 2018 in Lagos. It was an opportunity for the Acting Director General of the Commission, Mary Uduk, to share key developments and decisions taken by market stakeholders at the CMC meeting August 10, 2018.
As you are aware, the major essence in this quarterly meeting is to identify challenges affecting operations or activities in the Nigerian capital market and formulate relevant solutions. This edition of the CMC meeting was no different, as participants identified various issues that required extensive reviews and attention. The following resolutions were reached at the meeting. Number one, that the Commission would constitute a market-wide financial technology committee to develop a fintech framework for the Nigerian capital market. You know that fintech is the way to go. That is, technology is the way to go. And if other industries are embracing it, it's time that the capital market come together and develop a framework, and that is what we have agreed to do. We're setting up a committee to do that. In addition to the physical delivery of annual reports and accounts, the existing pilot exercise of electronic distribution by public companies should continue, while efforts are made to enlighten shareholders and obtain their relevant email addresses to be able to send annual reports to them. Following the completion of the work by Committee on Minimum Operating Standards, the Commission would work with trade group associations to implement the committee's recommendations. Trade group associations who are yet to register with the Commission should register immediately, while the capital market operators are expected to register with their respective trade group associations on or before 31st December 2018. The multiple subscription initiative, which encourages the regularization of shares purchased with multiple identities, would run until December 31, 2018. If you are attentive, you would have seen those a campaign on television. I'm not sure we've done any on radio yet. Okay, only on televisions. They run, particularly, I've listened to them in channels, and we're going to go full blast on social media, all manner of social media, because you see, if those shares are not captured into the system, what we have, the record we have, will not be complete, and therefore it's important that that aspect of our operations be properly regularized. In terms of achievements, I'm glad to inform you that the Nigerian capital market within the quarter under review witnessed some achievements in various segments of its operations. These achievements validate the continuous effort of all market participants and are as follows. Aggressive use of various social media platforms to boost financial literacy campaigns, such as the creation and deployment of a 1-minute financial literacy video on YouTube. So if you check the YouTube, you will see that. The renovation of 5 warehouses by the Nigerian Commodities Exchange in preparation for commodities trading. Conclusion of about 30 cases at the Investment and Securities Tribunal from a backlog of over 50 cases. Commencement of modalities to introduce the Investment and Securities Tribunal law reports. That is, IST is going to be introducing a tribunal's law reports, like you do in other cases. Implementation of the recommendations of the commodities trading ecosystem in phases from 2018. It's going to commence from 2018 to whenever we're able to finish. But we're looking at 2025. Increase in the number of shareholders who have mandated their accounts for e-dividend campaigns or payments to 2.56 million. I mean, a lot of people are beginning to see the importance of this e-dividend mandate, and therefore they are coming into the markets, taking advantage of the initiative.
She also entertained some questions from capital market correspondents.
First of all, the CAMA, which is the primary regulation for all companies, does not have provision for crowdfunding. And even if that were the case, ISA 2 does not support it. So, but I want to assure you that with the review of the ISA, we have put that provision. Yes, that provision is now there. Therefore, when ISA is approved, we will be able to have crowdfunding. But of course, you know that there are crowdfunding in other areas that has nothing to do with the capital market, like health issues and other issues. But when it comes to the capital market, we do not have a legislation that can support it. In respect of the mutualization of the NSA, that is going on. As we speak, the bill is with the presidency. The National Assembly has passed it, and it has gone to the presidency. And I know that, I'm sure maybe before what is happening now, we'll have a proper demutualized exchange. The person who asked me about the account of the SEC, that I said we have a properly prepaid account and a properly audited account. The account of organizations are only signed by the chairman of the organization. As we speak, you know, whoever brought up that, I don't want to say what I want to say because that's the only thing you people will hear. You won't hear any other thing. But please, please help me go back to him, because I know they just brought it up to hit up the market. The SEC is a very law-abiding citizen or commission, because for us to be able to enforce a lot of our rules and regulations, we have to hold up ourselves and do the things that we want people to do. We cannot punish a company for not filing quarterly returns, not filing half-yearly returns, and annual returns properly audited, and the commission will not do it. If you want to see all of our well-prepared and audited accounts, you can come to the commission. It's just that you cannot publish something that has not yet been signed. And it's only the board that has the right, or the chairman of a board that has the right to sign an account. And because we don't have one, we cannot publish it. The length of time it would take the SEC to approve an MTN application, assuming it is filed today. I don't want to tell you my issue with MTN, but the way I will answer that question will be, let MTN file first. Do you understand? Let MTN file first. And the day they tell you they have filed, watch us. No, watch us and count it. Not what you see or you see on the pages of newspapers. Let MTN file the application today, and then watch us. If you like, come and stay in the commission. No, I'm telling you the truth. I'm not joking. If you like, come and stay in the commission to monitor. I will make an exception. I will open the commission to the press. Do you understand? That's the seriousness with which we view everything that surrounds MTN. Let them just file. Please tell them to file. Leave the heat on the side of the commission, because as we speak, as far as we know, MTN is still a private company. Until they convert to a public company and then file applications with us, that is when you should be picking up. Ask us. Anything that has to do with MTN, you have my phone number. Call me, ask me before you go to the press, and I will give you any information that I have.
As the Securities and Exchange Commission continues its focus on implementing the Capital Market Master Plan, it is expected that it will continue to create the enabling environment that will attract key listings that will deepen the market in Nigeria.